Okay folks, this one is small. I found it out the front of an op shop and I thought I'd souvenir it, but it's going to go back into the op shop system. But it was basically dumped, so you're not supposed to dump shit in front of the op shop, you're meant to hand it in. So this is going back into the system anyway. I'm not going to keep it for myself or relatives or whatever. So it's going to basically, I don't think I have any relatives that are still children, come to think of it. I don't keep in touch with my relos, which is really sad. I'm too busy with this TV campaign. I don't have time to ring my auntie or I've never really been a very close-knit sort of a person. My family is we don't have a very close, my brother lives with mum and Dad lives on his own and I live here and we're all spread out except mum and my brother. Let's see how we go with this. I don't get on with my dad or my brother. They're assholes. But basically this is what we're demoing with here. Spider-Man. So, just move that piece of paper out of the way. It looks silly. So yeah, this Spider-Man sequin. We don't see sequins very often in my work these days. It's because I don't go and buy things from op shops. I can't afford them. Too expensive these days. The costs of living have risen and everything's gone to pot and everything's spiralling out of control financially. So I can't afford to just go in there and select something that I have that I like to see, and I love sequins. But this is going back into the system. It's going to be redonated. It's going to be actually donated properly. So, and that's come up looking really quite interesting. Going to try another one. I can hear something that Channel 9 would probably want to report on, another crime or accident or house fire or something else that they typically like to report on instead of trying to get my work to go to air. And I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news as an artist, and also I'm trying to get in touch with my partner Luigi, who I really miss and I can't find on my own, so I need their help. It's kind of looking quite interesting. Still not what I want. Yeah, Spider-Man. Into the Spider-Verse. Very popular now, Spider-Man. So these are what I just did. So I'm just going to move it around again. Just going to try and push it into a nice position for movement. Try and turn it up this way. Yeah, that looks a bit more interesting. Still not what I'm after. Just wondering, I'm thinking of doing a marbled piece. I actually think this piece would lend itself better to marbling. Sometimes I do that with sequined pieces. I do make them into marbled pieces. I'll do another one and see what happens, and see if I can just go straight into the marbling after we've done this. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting actually. It looks quite nice. That'll make a good piece for marbling, actually. You'll see what I mean by marbling. So we're just going to return that to the system. It's going to go into this donation bag. And that's going to go straight back into the op shop system where it belongs, so that people less fortunate can have cheap clothing. So we're just going to make a movement piece of a movement piece, and so on and so on, and that's what we get, a marbled effect. Yeah, that's coming up looking interesting. Looks a bit wishy-washy, but it looks interesting. Gonna leave it there for some reason in my mind. Gonna utilise that as our next piece. Yeah, looks a bit wishy-washy though. I was thinking maybe. You can just see his head eye there still, the Spider-Man, strangely enough. Going to try another one. I'm going to darken it this time. See if I can improve the quality of that. Yeah, that's looking better now. That colour looks a lot nicer. So that looks really interesting. You can see the Spider-Man's white eyes moving around. I don't know if this is going to work, this one. This is going to be a huge upload job to YouTube. I'm trying to get myself on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9 here in Sydney, Australia. And it's proving to be really difficult. And basically I'm trying to show myself as an artist, a photocopier artist. And I'm trying to just produce these demos, and I just feel I got to keep making and making and making, folks. I just have to fucking keep going at it and going at it and going at it. That's what my instinct is telling me, folks, as I was talking about instinct earlier today. But basically I'm just focused on trying to get on the 6 o'clock news ASAP, to get in touch with my partner Luigi, to get married, to put my past behind me, and to help reunite my family and bring my family together that I accidentally fractured. But basically, yeah. I really miss my partner Luigi, and I'm trying to get in touch with him, and it really is proving to be rather difficult. Just wondering which one I'm going to utilise. This one. But I'm really trying to get in touch with my partner, and it's really proving to be very, very difficult. If anything, I'm trying my best to make something of myself as an artist, and also trying to, get in touch with this Luigi, and really is proving to be more difficult than I ever could have imagined when I started doing this campaign. I started doing it with social media back in 2012. I think it was back in late February I started, and I started burning discs for TV channels back in 2013. So you can see I've been on the case for that long, and it doesn't seem to have fruited anything useful. And I'm trying my best to make it happen. And I'm just getting really weary not seeing any action on the news channel side of things, that they're not helping me. They're not wanting to assist in any way. I actually think this version's better. I like this one better. The other one looks too fucking overdeveloped. It looks shithouse. It does look shit. This is the one I just did. And this is where it came from. We're going to utilise this one. It's so fucking hard doing this, folks. It really is difficult. You know, I'm trying my hardest to put my best foot forward, and it seems as if TV channels are throwing Roundup all over my efforts by not showing my stuff. And they just don't seem to care at all about the amount of difficulty and amount of hard work that goes into this shit that I make. You know, this material. And it really is difficult. It's not easy, folks, to be an artist. It's not easy having the artistic equivalent of Roundup being thrown all over your efforts. I don't know if this one's going to work. I'm just worried my battery's going to conk out because I've made so many long demos today. And this phone, this S20 Plus G5G, I think it's a long-term name for it, has a very pissy battery compared with the S8 Plus that I used to use. This is an old phone too, but its battery isn't as good as the older one that I've got. So it's not got as much stamina. It's a wussy little battery that came with it. Goes to show tech companies don't care about the product. They just care about the fucking money that they can garner from it by making pissy shit. It is a pissy little battery. I don't know if this is going to work, if this is going to look any good. But I really miss my partner Luigi, and I'm trying to get in touch with him, and I really need to get these news channels like Channel 9. Channel 9 is the most important one. It's the one that I've chosen to give discs to because I feel that they've got the best coverage and all that. If I can interest them, if it's a big if I can interest them, if they can show some clemency, you know, if they've got a heart. So if they've got a fucking heart, you know, enough of a heart to help someone less fortunate than themselves who needs the help. Because I can't do it on my own, folks. I need their help. It's driving me nuts trying to get these demos done and trying to make something of them that they can be considered art as much as the established artists get. They're kind of fucking... I'm going to make a switcheroo, folks. But basically I feel that I have a bit of an inferiority complex when it comes to art galleries. I don't feel like art galleries like me as a person as well as the art. They don't have the ability to interest them. I've never had the ability with art galleries. I've never had the ability to show that my art is good enough for their fucking galleries. So I have an inferiority complex, folks, and I just need it to be put to rest. And that looks even better. I think we can now call it quits. This is it. It worked.